Happy Friday, Year 5. So, you should have been following the reading videos for this week to help you get to this point in our literacy. We need to follow the reading so that we have a complete understanding when we come to writing our diary from Ethan's point of view of this event. So, before we start, I need to definitely know that you know exactly what happened on the decks in chapter 7. So, if you just write a little summary at the top of your page to tell me what happened or in chapter 7 so that I definitely know that you are able to write your diary entry correctly. Okay, and when you post it on Jojo, I'll be able to see that you have summarised that, which is a fantastic skill in our reading as well. So here we have a planning sheet that we have used before in lessons when we have planned a diary. Okay, now I've filled in some parts, but the other parts are up to you guys. So I know that you have been listening in our writing sessions. I've left some parts empty because they are to do with every single part of our literacy this week. Okay, so we should be able to plan it quite easily. Okay, so we are writing as if we are Ethan. Now remember, Ethan is not part of the Polar Bear Explorers Club. He is part of the other club, the Ocean Squid Club. And at this moment in time, he and Stella do not get on. Okay, now we didn't particularly like Ethan in chapter 5, okay, when we first met him. And Stella really doesn't have a good feeling about him. Okay, this is the part where Stella is protecting Beanie. Now, she is best friends with Beanie, and Beanie can't really stick up for himself, so Stella takes it upon herself to do so. So, our who section is Ethan, because we are Ethan. What we are writing about in our diary is his perspective of what happened on the deck. Where it happened, well, that's an obvious question. It happened on the deck of the Bold Adventurer. When it happened, now I'm going to leave it up to you guys. See if you can find any information in the text from our reading sessions that could potentially tell us when it happened. If not, then it's up to you guys to decide when you want to write the diary from. Okay, so by that, I mean time of day that you want to write it from. Okay, I've summed up the main events here for us. So we've got Ethan and Stella's encounter on the decks. Stella protects Beanie from Ethan's unkind words. Stella threatens Ethan. Stella puts a snow penguin on Ethan's head. Again, if you've been following the reading, you'll know exactly what that means. So in the first person bit, we need to be popping in our first person pronouns. You should remember those from the other week and the other day. So we've got the I, the me. I'm not going to say any more, so you might want to use Bite Size or Google those or look back to last week when we did have a look at them in the past few days. Pop those in there so you have them ready when it comes to writing. Past tense, some words that you're going to use in the past tense, like walked, you could have ate, things like that. So we looked at the past tense yesterday. So you might want to look back in the book as well to see if there is any that you can magpie for the past tense when it comes to you writing your diary. The feelings that Ethan feels and the thoughts that he has at the time when he has that encounter with Stella, okay? Now, we do have this bad opinion of Ethan at the moment, but we aren't Stella. We aren't writing as Stella. This diary is from Ethan's point of view. It's about his feelings and how he felt about this event, okay? So we feel we need to understand Ethan's character a bit more, all right? Then we've got time conjunctions and adverbials. You should remember those from the other day. If not, go back and check on our time adverbials video where I put up our sheet that we have normally in lesson, and you can magpie some of those from there because you need to use those in diary writing as we all know. And then in this section here we've got the chronological order. Now the way I think of this one is if you want to read back on chapter 7 to make sure that you are getting the order correct, I would write maybe 1 to however many events you want to write in and write them in order. So you could have 1, Ethan approaches Stella and Beanie. 2, Ethan says nasty words to Beanie. 3, Stella threatens Ethan, and so on and so forth. Okay? If you write it in that chronological order, it'll make it so much easier when it comes to writing next week. So your planning today shouldn't take too long, but as long as you have every part of the information that you need to write in Ethan's perspective.